My name is Tony Leneskis, and I'm the owner of Integrity Financial, where we try to help you weave together your faith, your family, and your finances. I've had a lot of conversations recently about stress and anxiety when it comes to people's financial futures. I don't know why it is. I think it's different for a lot of people, but when we've gone through this time of higher inflation, things have gotten more expensive. I think it makes people think, my money's not going as far. And they start to think about the future. They think about tomorrow. They think how bad it's going to get. And I understand. I went through a lot of those feelings when we were in our debt situation years ago, when we got in way over our head. And so I understand what that stress and anxiety can do and the effect it can have on you, have on your life, your relationships, your health. And so what I realized over that time was there really wasn't anything that I could do that poof would just make it go away. But it was actually a very good thing. What I learned in that time is that I had to trust God. I had to trust Him for His plan. And as I look back now, it was perfect. I learned so much during that time. I'm able to use that knowledge to help other people. And I want to help you do the same thing, to understand that you can trust God to provide for you. In fact, there are at least 44. I found an article online that lists out the 44 times in which God promises to provide. And based upon that, I would encourage you to download that. We'll have the link below and look at those verses. It'll really build that foundation that God meant it when He said, I will provide for you. So it also got me thinking about what we could do. And I thought, well, why don't we really address this? And we're going to do it in a 3-part series. And the 3-part series, we're just going to call it the Financial Serenity Series, a biblical approach to financial peace. Like I said, 3 videos. The first video is going to be trusting in God's provision, understanding and believing that He will provide. Number 2 is the power of contentment. I don't think we think about this often enough. When we're content, we feel peace and we don't feel that stress and anxiety. And then the last video we'll do is practical steps to financial peace. So the goals of the series is to remind you of God's power, right? He's all powerful. He can do anything. And that He loves us. And that He loves us more than we can understand. And lastly, that He's good. We can trust Him. We can trust that with His power, with His love, and with His goodness, He has a plan that's better than our own. So with that in mind, I want to remind you in this time about how God uses money to teach us, okay? In my situation, and I see it in many other people, money is just not this thing that's a necessary evil in our life here on this earth. God uses money, and that's why He speaks about it so much in His Word, to teach us and to teach us lessons to make us more like Him, okay? So you are right where you're supposed to be. It's right where God wants you, and He wants to teach you in this time. And lastly, the practical steps that I mentioned. I want to increase your knowledge, your understanding, your faith, so we can stamp out that worry and anxiety. I'm looking forward to it.